At someone's house?
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm Danielle Knight. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We have a very cool topic. It's EdPuzzle. And here with me is Lyndsey Gresehover from Lit with Lyns. Very excited to have her. She is a member of the TPT community like myself. That's how I've gotten to know her. We share a love for literature.
Mm-hmm.
So I always admire her resources. I see them all over Pinterest and on social media. And I'm so excited she talked to me about EdPuzzle. We're in a tech group together. And I was like, yeah, that'd be an awesome Facebook Live. I always hear about it, but I am not an EdPuzzle user. So like many of our audience members, I am a student tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so Lyndsey, why don't you, before you get started, introduce yourself and then go right into the demo.
Okay, so I am Lyndsey Gresehover, like Danielle said, and I teach middle school language arts in Marietta, Georgia. I believe this is my 14th or 15th year. So yeah, it's a great thing. And we spend a lot of our time using EdPuzzle. So it's just been like a game changer in my classroom.
Okay, so EdPuzzle is a game changer because you showed, we had like, you and I did a practice demo last night and I was in awe of everything you were showing me. So if I wanted to use this in my classroom, let's say I wanted to start Monday, where would I find it?
Okay, what you would do is go to edpuzzle.com, and you can see my screen, right? So edpuzzle.com is how I'm going to move this over. I'm going to log back in so I can show you how to sign up. You would just choose I'm a teacher, of course, and then you can log in with your Google accounts or your whatever email you choose. It's free. That's one of the best things. And also you can use it on any device, like your PC, your iPad, your Chromebook, whatever it is that you whatever works for you. So once you log in and create your account, the first thing you'll want to do is add a class.
Okay, so now this is for someone that's working on a laptop. Now let's say I was on an iPad.
Okay.
Okay, now can you get EdPuzzle on a tablet?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It works with any kind of device.
Okay, so you can find it on any device. So you got the App Store. I said you'd go in and look for EdPuzzle, correct?
Yes, you can add the app on your phone. I actually have it on my phone, and my kids have used it on their Chromebooks. My own children, but at my school we use it on the laptops or iPads. So
okay, is it free?
And it's free, yes.
Oh, does everybody hear that? If it's free, it's for me. Yeah, that's awesome. We love that. Okay, so all right. Okay, so we're setting up a class, right?
So if you want to set up a class, you name it whatever you like, and then you just click the little check mark. So this is all my classes that I have this year. You can also choose to import through Google Classroom as long as you're using your Google login. So that's amazing. Then anytime you click import, like if you have a new kid that joins or moves into your classroom, you click import, it automatically updates your list.
Okay, so that's awesome. So I see at the bottom it says, yeah, import from Google Classroom. That's great.
Yes,
and it's huge.
You'll see once we after we create our content or our video, you can also share to Google Classroom directly too.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you a Google Classroom user?
Yes. Oh yes, that's another game changer.
Yeah, that's huge. Okay, so my eyes are all over the screen. Okay, so where are we going next?
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you're ready to, or when you log in and you've created your classes and you're looking for a specific concept, like you see, like a thesis statement or writing an argumentative essay or direct and indirect characterization, whatever, you go to search, and you can choose from the following programs, websites to find videos, whether it be YouTube, Khan Academy, TED Talks, or from your own computer. That's what makes it so great. And you can choose to use videos that are already made. So if we were going to, let's just say we will search from YouTube. And I'm going to search inferences.
So you know what's cool about all these options? Because you and I talked about this during our meetup last night, that if a school has YouTube blocked, you do have choices there.
Right.
And videos on your own computer, like you said.
Yes. That's
awesome.
Because I know a lot of schools do have YouTube blocked, but they have a lot of different options here. So
yeah, that's great. I love that.
So you would just search your topic. Once you find it, you would click on the video. I'm going to go to my content, because your content, the little tab that says my content, that's where all your videos and resources will stay. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to choose this types of hooks video. And then the way this works is you'll click edit, play your video. You can also clip the video. Like if you wanted to just show a specific part and not the whole thing, you could just clip it and then just show the little section you wanted to show. So I'll pretend that I want to just do 2 minutes of it. And then I'll push play.
Hi, everybody. This is Lynn.
Oh,
that's you?
Yes.
That's great. I love it.
Okay, so let's say I want to add
essays.
I want to add my voice. I want to add my voice here. I could click the microphone to add an audio track, or I could click this to add audio notes, the little speaker icon. Or what I use the most is they call it quizzes. You just click the little question mark, and when you click that, anytime you're ready to add a question, you can.
Okay, so you would stop the video where you want to insert your question.
Right, yes.
So when the child is watching the video, at that point in the video, the question will pop up.
Exactly, yes.
That's great.
Short response or multiple choice, or you can just leave a comment. Like if you want them to think about something or remember something that you said in the video, you can do it that way. I've also added links to other websites. Like I want them to take a look at something in the middle of the video at a different website. You can do that here. There's the little, you can insert your link and then go out and come back in, and the video will stay. If you exit the screen or the tab, the video doesn't continue. It stops without even you don't even have to push stop. So it's really neat.
Glitter Amy said, please play the video.
Oh gosh.
Come on, let's see some of it.
Okay, let's see.
And you sound great, by the way, so don't worry about the voice or anything.
Okay. I'd have to, let's go back.
Classes are rhetorical questions, quotes, surprising facts or statistics, anecdotes, or the use of sensory details. It is very important to hook your reader right off the bat from the beginning of the essay. This is done using hooks, sometimes called attention grabbers.
Is that good?
They are used in the first couple of sentences.
How's that?
Okay, so now you created this, being that I know you the way I know you. PowerPoint?
PowerPoint, yes.
Yes. Okay, so that's easy enough. So you,
right.
But you did your recording on EdPuzzle.
For this, I did not. I did this on Screencastify, I think, but you could easily.
I use Screencastify, I think it's called.
That's what I did this with.
That I could play the PowerPoint and then add my narration. I
right.
actually prefer to do it that way because I could get my timing down better.
Yeah. But with this, you can narrate the whole video as well for your kids. So it would work either way.
Oh, so then what you did was you imported it
I imported it from my computer.
already narrated, but
Right.
then you added your questions with this.
Right.
Nice. I like that. Okay. I got you. I'm totally on board.
Okay. So after I've added my questions and I'm ready to go, I'm ready to share it with my students. I'm going to click save and then finish. And then it's going to ask me if I want to go ahead and share it with my classes. So I would click on the classes I want to share it with. And then when I do, it'll say assign. And when I'm ready to share it, let's see, I just click share. And you can share the link from your website, or you can do it from Google Classroom, email. It also has Facebook and Twitter, but of course, I usually share it directly to Google Classroom. But if you have like a class website or you use Edmodo, whatever, you can just share the link directly to that from that, and students can get it.
Okay. So let's say, okay, so after you share it with your students,
Mhm.
they complete it. Talk about, walk me through how you collect the assessment data, like how you get the results.
Okay, so I'll actually show you one that we did.
Because listen, bottom line, this is the key to the operation, right? Like you don't have to grade anything. You get it done for you.
Yes. So you save time in the end. It's amazing, and it calculates how much each question is worth. So like these are kids that actually these kids either moved or changed classes, so that's why it says 0, or they were absent today.
Okay.
This is actually one we did today. And then it shows you their scores. So there were 6 questions on this particular assignment. So that made them worth about 18 points apiece. So there's their scores. And if you, like I had a kid that did not do well. So I reset it, and then he did it again and then the second time he got a better grade. So it's easy. It's great. You can also look at the individual questions and how they did on each one.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you all the information that you need.
So do you find yourself assigning an EdPuzzle activity in class, or does the child access it at home?
I do both.
Mm-hmm.
I do both. I do it a lot. I think it's great for the flipped classroom aspect, because they can like watch the video, of course, from home and complete the like especially for an introduction type lesson, they can watch the video at home, answer the questions, and then you don't have to reintroduce the next day. You can start from where they left off with what they already learned.
That's awesome. If I was doing like a home instruction, I think this would be great. I would set up maybe something like this at a station. Do you ever do that?
Yes, I'll have different videos at different stations, and then give them a certain amount of time, and then they can work on it at each station. And it's great for like test review too at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very student-centered test review, rather than you standing up there giving everybody the questions and
them
the
having to
answers.
listen to me. That way I can work with kids that individually that need more help than others.
Absolutely. So what subjects do you find people use EdPuzzle in? Do you find them using it in all subjects, or?
A lot of them, yes, they could definitely use them in any subject. I see a lot from ELA and social studies, but then we have our math teacher also uses it to introduce concepts. So I've really seen it with everything in every age level, even kindergarten.
So like in math, they would introduce a new concept with a video.
Yes.
And then maybe put some problems in the video, and yeah.
Right. Or they could take notes. He could take notes through the video, like if the teacher wanted to share certain concepts that way, and then maybe multiple choice questions. They could do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Do you find the students are enjoying it? Like, do they like it?
They would much rather do this than just the hearing me stand up at the front. Yes, they told me, we actually talked about that earlier, and they do like this much better.
Yeah, that is a crack up when they say stuff like that. Like, can you just get us like an EdPuzzle video about it? And like, and then you're like, oh my God.
Anytime they can watch a video, they're happier than the alternative. So yeah,
Yeah. I think if I was in the classroom as a child right now, I would too.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my son coughing. Sorry. He's standing in the wings right now, really wanting to get on camera, but he's not going to. Okay. So back to what we were doing. Okay. So how many days a week do you find yourself using EdPuzzle?
I'm one or two. It depends on what we're covering at the time, but I've used it every day in a week, and I've used it once a week. It's
Okay.
just depends on what you're covering at the time.
And I know you covered this, but I just want to make sure everybody realizes that if they don't want to create a brand new original video from start to finish, they can access content on EdPuzzle. Is that right?
It's already, there's thousands of videos that are already ready to go that you can choose from. You do not have to make your own. So it makes things so much. I honestly rarely make my own. I can usually find ones on there that work.
All right. That's a big seller for me. That's a huge seller. So you don't have to. So for every literary device you want to work on, a new topic, novel study, if you don't want to make your own video, you can access the content that's already on there. Now, do you share out your content?
I share mine. It just depends on like the topic that we're using. Yeah, but I've definitely done that, and I don't really let my kids know that I created it, but yeah, we do.
Sandy says, I love the videos that EdPuzzle provides. Now, does EdPuzzle provide their own content also?
They do. If you like, when you're ready to search, one of the options is EdPuzzle. And then,
can you show us quickly, like some of the searches? Oh, okay, here we go.
well, I still have inference.
Oh, I see on the left, you click that EdPuzzle. Okay.
Yes, you click the left, and then everything comes up. They have a lot of, I don't know if people are familiar with Learnzillion. They have a lot of those on here too, but anything you can find on YouTube, you can find here, in addition to what the Khan Academy and National Geographic and TED Talks and the others. There's so many.
That's amazing. Okay, so EdPuzzle has a staff that produces videos too.
And they give professional development. So if there was they have professional development on like the flipped classroom, differentiating with technology, that they give like credit for to different schools. So that's also an option. That's actually how I learned the process.
Okay, so you learned how to use EdPuzzle through a PD. Boy, wouldn't we all love PD that was cool, like introducing EdPuzzle?
Well, it was a PD I did on my own time. I
Oh.
heard about it, and we don't, yeah, it wasn't something we did at school. I wish.
So how are your video editing skills before using EdPuzzle? Can someone use it that doesn't have a ton of experience? Like,
Really,
you don't need any.
No, when I first started, I had no experience except for with my little iPhone. It walks you through everything. I mean, if you can turn a computer on, you can definitely edit your video and add your questions.
And how does your administration feel about the EdPuzzle activities? Do you get good feedback?
Oh yes, this is a great, it's great to use, and I have used it for observations, and it always is a big hit. They love it. It's exactly.
I gotta tell my husband about this, because with the health classroom and some days the gymnasium's not available, he scrambles for classroom activities with his students. And like, for example, like the Olympics are on Friday, and he wants to cover some, winter sports, and he's going to be looking for online information. So I got to tell him about this.
Oh, this would be a great.
Yeah, that would be. This is great. Okay, so let's go to the audience to see if there's any questions. This is amazing. I'm just looking at all the choices. Now, I bet you can you just click on National Geographic to see? the beautiful options.
So obviously this would be great for science too. And it just shows how any subject would work.
Wouldn't that be great to be in a science classroom and the teacher says, okay, we have a station for an EdPuzzle video. And then I bet you all the kids would want to start with that station first.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I
Look at
actually
these choices.
about it.
Wonderful choices.
If you're in a STEM program, this is perfect for that.
I see that. This is so impressive. Okay, so let's see if we have, let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to see if there's any, let's see. Any questions? Okay, so we do have a question like but we talked about what subjects, like who is the EdPuzzle, what are the grade levels? Do you think like all grades?
All grades, if even kindergarten. My aunt is actually a teacher, and I was telling her about this because you could do a video on like, I don't know, phonemes or whatever your letters of the alphabet. Kids know how to play games before they come to school, so they would easily be able to work with this.
That's so true, where like even in my high school classroom, the students would be faster at setting up all the technology for me. They know at this point, I feel like the kids know more than us, right?
They do.
Yeah.
He actually taught me a lot about a lot of these different things that I didn't know. So he definitely.
Okay. Okay. So Lindsey, can you tell everybody where we can find you after the Facebook Live's over? And also you're going to give us some links after?
Yes, I'll share the link to I have a blog post that explains EdPuzzle and how to do all the things that we talked about tonight. And then at my pay teacher store, Lit with Lyns, and my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is all Lit with Lyns, at Lit with Lyns.
Okay, can you make sure you put that in the comments for us?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we could just click on it. And you said you have a blog post for us. And can you maybe hook us up with the EdPuzzle link? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but in case somebody wants to.
Comments.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. This was an awesome demonstration of EdPuzzle. I would love to hear more after the Facebook Live's over, how you're doing with EdPuzzle. So don't be shy, drop us a note once in a while. Let us know, if you've picked up some tips tonight on EdPuzzle. Also, I'd love to hear some topics that you guys are interested in future Facebook Lives. So after tonight, we're going to upload the Facebook Live to YouTube, and I'll also have it formatted for my podcast, which you can find both on my blog at studyallnight.com. All right, well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Lindsey, this was such a pleasure. Thank you so much. I would love for you to come back on.
Thank you so much.
Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.